Okay, hi friends. We are going to try to do this as nicely and quietly and politely as possible because it is not necessarily early in the morning, but it's early for a Sunday and my spouse is sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. My hair looks like this because I lost a scarf that I normally wrap around it when I set it, so it's real frizzy and messy. That was my dog moving. Also it's early in the morning and I'm getting ready for the day, so it seemed like a good time to do this video. I've moved up because I felt like back here I was maybe too far away to be seen well. As some of you may already know, I am a gigantic nerd. That should be pretty obvious if you know me in real life or even just from my previous videos. And also I have a very soft spot for the 80s. Again, that should be pretty obvious. I am a 90s baby, but I feel like we always have nostalgia for something that we haven't been a part of. Not that I'm necessarily nostalgic for the 80s. There was a lot of garbage that happened and the hair was absolutely terrible. But the music was really good and there was a lot of enjoyable pop culture that I found influenced my childhood and therefore the rest of my life. So I am exactly the target demographic for the both book and the new film coming out, Ready Player One, which is why I picked up the Art3mis eyeshadow palette from Hot Topic. This baby will set you back about $16.90 without a coupon, so that is a little bit pricey for a non-name brand palette. But what really made me excited about this was in the book, Art3mis had a line of clothing and accessories for plus-sized avatars, and obviously they didn't make her plus size in the movie. I'm gonna do a review after I see the movie this week, so I'll complain about that later. I don't know why Hollywood is so afraid of showing real people, but whatever. Anyway, she had a line of clothing and accessories for plus-size avatars. So when I walked into Hot Topic and I saw the Art3mis stuff, the fangirl in me squeed. There's a workout outfit I want so bad, but the palette was what's in budget and seems pretty on brand. So let's begin. I really like the outside. The art is neat. I love the details, kind of that 80s drawn, computery gradient. On the back, you have a description, you have your ingredients, and it also has the names of the colors. They are bright, vibrant colors, which is very fun. I need more vibrant colors in my life. I'm gonna put my hand over the mirror so it doesn't reflect, but the art is very neat. There's a few references that will be film references. So you have like Anti-Sixers, Gunters for Life, Planet Doom. That is adorable. So here are your colors. They're all very bright. You have some mattes and some shimmers. Looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mattes. And then I was talking to the girl at Hot Topic and she told me that the shimmers you can also use as a highlight. I love the names: Heavy Metal, Joystick, 8-track, Hacker, New Wave, 3-dimensional, Robotica, Synergy, and High Fidelity. And it comes with a cute little brush. Let's see if I can get this out. Ooh, it's a pretty tight brush. I don't know, I tend not to use the brushes that come with palettes with the exception of like Urban Decay's. But it's a cute brush. It matches the motif of the palette. And for swatching's sake, I'll try swatching with the brush. This first one we're doing, and I do not have a primer on my hand, is Heavy Metal. Oh, that's very little bit of fallout. With this brush, it's very faint. Sorry about my arm and hand hair. Actually, I'm not sorry. We'll use my palm. Go ahead and do Joystick. Yeah, these are very, I mean, it's from Hot Topic. I don't know what I expected. It's very chalky. Ooh, yeah. 8-track. That's the black one. This is shimmery pink is Hacker. You can barely see that. So the teal one is New Wave. Medusa's makeup also has a blue shade called New Wave. I've been listening to a lot of new wave radio lately, and I have a theory that pretty much it's only the good stuff that gets played because that station's pretty sad. This is 3-dimensional, and that's a very pretty one. This orange one is Robotica. It looked more red to me on the back of the packaging, so that's a little sad. We know I love red. Yeah, you can see where the back of the packaging does not match up with the pastel colors. This one I'm doing right now, it's a green shade called Synergy. Lime green barely shows. Here I did High Fidelity, and again, barely visible. It might be better with a primer. That was what the girl at Hot Topic recommended. And oh man, there's just so many colors. I wish that I had 6 eyes, but we'll go ahead and we'll test it with a primer and see what we get. I will be using Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's my go-to primer, everyone knows that. The mirror actually isn't bad. A lot of times palettes like this have distorted mirrors. Alright, I washed my brushes. As you can see, I have more brushes than that, so I didn't wash all of them, but I washed a good deal of them just for you guys, just for this video. So right now I'm dipping in with a blending brush into New Wave. I'll just go ahead and blend that out. It's the most pigmented of the colors, I think. It's not so bad on. It's a little bit muddled. There is a good chance though that I didn't wash this brush as well as I thought I had. Or it could just be oxidizing with my primer. So now that we have applied this like Mimi from Drew Carey, we'll blend that out in a minute. Let's grab a different brush. It's my favorite brush. This is the Crown double-ended brush. We're gonna dip into Joystick. We're just gonna go in the corner here and blue this up a bit. So we'll try this flat Marsk brush. I like to use this with the Kat Von D palette. That does well with more of a flat packed brush. I'm gonna go in with this green over it. That's slightly better. It's all a little bit too pastel, which really bites because the back of the palette advertises it as being so vibrant. And this little brush seems to be doing best with it, which is probably why they put a dense brush in it. In fact, I'm gonna look at all the fallout coming off that. I'm gonna try maybe the dense brush in the corner here. And I'm going in with High Fidelity, which is the yellow shade. Nope, this is not working. Okay, see how, I mean, it could be my application. I don't think it is. It's very chalky. And you don't get much pigment. I feel like an Easter egg. We're taking the opposite end of Old Faithful here, and I'm gonna dip it into, I really wanna do Robotica. Let me look at Heavy Metal again. Yeah, Heavy Metal's too sheer. So Robotica, that's our orange shade. Have to tap off the extra. Go just under the eye. Oh my gosh, I got it on my eyeball, good. It doesn't burn. The glimmer, I'm gonna try the Kat Von D Glimmer brush that she came out with for the Shade and Light palette. And we're gonna go in with a little bit of Heavy Metal, that's the purple shade. Oh, I bet it's named after Heavy Metal, the cartoon, instead of the music. Ooh, look at this zit that's forming. That's beautiful. I'll be right back. I have to grab my eyeliner and clean up my corners. Okay, I am back. I put on my eyeliner. I kind of rushed through it, and some mascara. Honestly, after I put some eyeliner with it, I don't exactly hate it. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Whoops, not necessarily color. That's fine. I think we have enough of that. Maybe just a little bit more of this, what is this called? Robotica. But I do want to add just a little highlight. I'll use the Glimmer brush again. And we're going to try 3-dimensional. Just in this corner here. Oh, that is pretty. And I haven't done the rest of my face yet, but let's actually try 3-dimensional as a highlight. We'll get the old highlighter brush. This is by e.l.f. I spent, I think, $3 or $6 on it.
Have all that there. Let's do it.
My nose. And really, honestly, I kind of like that as a highlighter. If I had the rest of my makeup done, it wouldn't look so ghostly. And also maybe if I did my eyebrows, all of this would look better. And if I didn't have crazy hair. Overall, I definitely wouldn't say that this is worth almost $17. You can get a ColourPop palette for less than that, and ColourPop has never let me down. It is fun for the novelty of it. I might try some other Hot Topic palettes in the future. Definitely my biggest complaint would be that the back makes it look like the colors are very, very vibrant, and they're not. They're pastel. Yeah, will I reach for this palette again? I don't know. With it being pastel, for the most part, the pastel goth palette takes care of all of my needs without having so much fallout and having to apply so much effort, but it is kind of a neat little collector's item to sit on my vanity and look at, just like so many other palettes I have spent money on that I could have invested in something better. I am going to go drink my coffee out of my Hello Kitty coffee cup, finish my makeup, do my hair, and get on with my Sunday. Yeah, hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.